Hello, friends. For those of you who are returning, thank you for being here again. Welcome back. And for those of you who are new, my name is Freya. That's my spirit name on this channel. And I created this channel for those folks who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance from spirit in order to walk their journey in a good way. So thanks for being here. I know I've been gone a minute, and I decided it was time to do another offering for the community of this channel. And there is a lot going on in my life right now. I've gotten some new opportunities that have come through after my travels to my homeland. And so those opportunities are really asking me to give them energy and give them my time and my attention. So, and at the same time, I didn't want to leave this community hanging too much longer without an offering. So what I'm offering today is I'm going to be doing your readings for the next 6 months. And I know that that's probably not going to get as many views or as many likes as my monthly readings. However, that's what I can offer today. So from my heart to yours, I hope these readings are helpful. They'll span the time generally from the start of the Lunar New Year, so around February 5th, all the way through August 5th. So those 6 months, we'll see what the cards have to say, what Spirit has to say about what you're working on personally, internally, in your own spiritual growth and development, and also how to navigate the energies that are coming through from the planets, the astral planes, all sorts of things. Okay? Much love. And because I'm not doing my monthly readings here, if you do need guidance or need just a general, hey, help me out here, Spirit, what do I need to know about this next chapter in my life? I have lowered my prices on my personal readings, so the 30-minute ones are going to be much lower than they used to be, and so will be the 60 minutes because I can't do the monthlies for you here in this fashion. I've gone ahead and lowered my prices so that those who need it can just contact me, and it'll be affordable, much more affordable than it used to be. All right, much love. If you want to get in touch, my details are below, and here come your readings. Take care. Hey everyone, it's me again. I just wanted to orient you to all of the cards that I'll be using, and they'll be in the description box below, but just in case, I'll be using the Thoth deck, Aleister Crowley. We're also going to be using this beautiful deck by Eileen Duggan. It's called The Witch's Tarot. I don't have the book or the case with me, so I'm just showing you that. It's the ones with the moons. And then I've got my Pagan Otherworlds deck, which I've been using quite a lot over the last few months. Those will be the 3 tarot decks that I'll have. And then for the oracles, we'll be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, Kim Kranz, The Magical Unicorns by Doreen Virtue, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle decks by Doreen Virtue. I have a few more oracle decks that are available in case I feel called to pull a different card, but that's the orientation for this set of readings. All right? See you. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is for the next 6 months from February 2019 through August 2019, February 5th through August 5th. And let's get started. I ask you to close your eyes, meditate on your energy. If you work with spirit guides and helpers, ask them to be present. I'm going to say my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Cancer's understanding. May all of my dear Cancer viewers' intentions be heard and answered, and I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the messages, highest messages and highest energies for the sign of Cancer for these next 6 months. Love, spirituality, spiritual growth, highest messages for the sign of Cancer for the next 6 months. Thank you. Highest messages and energies for Cancer. And Cancer, these readings have been somewhat fluid, as in the story reveals itself as I do a section, pull cards, read, then do another section. So it's feeling different from my other readings. The other thing that I want to share is that I haven't been following too much of the astrology, moon cycles, planetary movements, forward and retrograde, but I do want to share that I know that the planet of Uranus is going into the sign of Taurus in March, the beginning of March, like March 6th, somewhere around there. So I suggest that you take a look at your birth chart, where the sign of Taurus lands and what house placement it's in. That's going to be the house placement that is going to get shaken up a little bit by Uranus going into that sign. And he'll be in that sign for the next 7 years. So expect a little bit of upheaval, a little bit of innovation, and revolutionizing in that house, whatever that house is. Oops, no, I'm done shuffling. Stop. My little anxiety is getting the better of me. Okay, Cancer, highest messages. Let's begin. You've got the card of Justice. Major Arcana right off the bat. The next card is the waning crescent moon. One of the earlier signs got this as well, I believe Aquarius. And you've got the Lovers. All right, let's take a look at those first 3 cards for you. Hold on one moment. Grab a couple of crystals to help me connect. All right. I'm getting to read so this waning crescent moon, this is an energy that is about simplicity. You're coming closer to the point of the new moon, and it's about a time of simplicity and naturalness, and those are the 2 words that are coming, just simple and natural and quiet. And what I want to do is I want to read from the Pagan Otherworlds book, because I love how they describe the moon phases, and it feels very beautiful and very beautifully Cancerian. You know, you're ruled by the moon, Cancer. So let's just take a look at the waning crescent. The waning crescent is the 8th phase of the lunar cycle. As we near the darkness of the new moon, we enter into a time of quiet and relaxation, a natural state of simplicity, rest for our minds and peace for our souls. Silence, naturalness, and simplicity. Yeah, those were the words that were coming. When I see these 3 cards together, the Justice card, the Moon card, and then this Lovers card, there's a message about you taking a look at a situation in your life where you may have had to cut someone out of your life. You know, she's got, oops, wrong card. She's got the sword of justice, and she's got the scales, and it's like she's brandishing this sword to right a wrong that has happened. And to me, it feels like, because of the Lover's card here, it feels like someone cutting another person out, either for a transgression in a relationship, or betrayal, or just, you know, some people just are in a negative cycle and we just need to remove them from our life for a minute, right? So you're taking a look at this thing that's happened. It doesn't feel like it's happening now, but it does feel like you're looking at it now. You've gotten enough space to see it. And you're taking this time, this moon time, this time of February, before Taurus gets pummeled by, or I don't want to use that word, that's a negative word, before Taurus gets energized by Uranus. You're taking this time of quiet to really assess the situation. Whatever the situation is, you may have had to cut someone out, someone else may have had to cut you out, and you're taking a look at that, and I feel like you're coming to terms with it in this moon cycle. There's a full moon on the 19th in a couple of days, and that's going to be in Virgo. In any case, I know that I followed that much. That's what's coming up, is you're taking time to look at this relationship, and you're also taking time to balance yourself around how you feel about it. You may have had to cut them out, but you know, time has passed, and maybe at this point in time you no longer feel the same way that you did. You no longer feel as raw as you did. You may have had some healing that's happened. And so you're looking at them again and kind of reassessing, where do I stand about this now? And what do I want to do about this relationship now? Let me just be quiet for a moment and let that message sink in for whoever that's meant. And you're asking, Cancer, you're asking yourself, you feel so deeply about things, right? You feel so deeply about, and you're such a sensitive sign because of the water element, that you're questioning whether or not you have, or you have what it takes, or you're able to come from a different place and put this situation in the past, and come from a different place now and see this person in the present, because this person has also grown and shifted and changed in the ways that they have since you've been apart. So you're kind of reassessing them. Okay. Should I move forward? Yeah. Moving on. The Tower in reverse. The Two of Coins. And the Eight of Coins. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple of cards to just give us a little more information. Give us a little more information about this Tower in reverse. Spirit, dear Tarot, thank you. Tower in reverse for Cancer. What's this Tower in reverse wanting to show us? Five of Cups, yep. Okay. Please show us the energy of the Two of Coins for Cancer. Two of Coins. Yep. And the Eight of Coins. All right, so what I'm getting is that you're seeing this event that happened as a disappointment. This Tower is in reverse, so it's already, a lot of your reading has to do with the past. I don't know why, but that's what it's coming from. This Tower is in reverse, and what I'm hearing is that you were disappointed, Five of Cups, by how all this stuff played out with this relationship. And how shaken you were by what you had to do. You know, cutting someone out can be traumatic for both parties. It can be helpful to both parties as well, but it shows how much the foundation was unbalanced, right? And that's the Two of Coins is you. Two of Coins clarified by the Seven of Coins. It's you, again, coming back into balance and reassessing how much or how little the potential for what could have happened did or didn't happen. Sorry, that was a mouthful. So let's take an example. Say this was a childhood friend, best friend. Perhaps you lived together in the same neighborhood when you were younger. You went to the same school. You went to the same high school. You know, you met and married your partners, and you were excited about raising your kids together. You've been friends. You're excited about raising your kids together. And then lo and behold, something happened. Either you or they did something that you felt you had to cut them out of your life. And so, understandably, disappointment, right? This was someone who was part of your life for so long, who you could see as family almost, as community, and you had to like throw them out. And the kind of grief and loss that comes with doing that, even if you're doing it for the greater good. So you're reassessing, was that, it's like, okay, I've done it. I'm coming back to balance. It's been a while. Was it worth it? Like, what has been the consequence of that action in my life, in her or his life, in our lives? What has the consequence been? And is the growth that I see worth what I had to do to get to this point? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So your Two of Coins is about assessing the flow of what's happened. And then the Eight of Coins in reverse. Let me just tune in. And it's clarified by the Knight of Swords. They're very different energies, right? The Eight of Coins is about becoming a craftsman, becoming a master at your craft, putting in hard work, and got it. So the King of Swords, you felt like this person wasn't putting in the hard work that was needed in order to value the relationship over whatever conflict happened. And so the King of Swords is in reverse right now. That's what you're real. And when King of Swords is in reverse, he can be vengeful, vindictive, really mean, cutting with his words, cutting people down to size. And what I'm getting is, this is how you felt. You felt like you wanted to cut them down to size because they weren't willing, from your perspective, they were not willing to put in the work that was needed to heal whatever rift happened, or to value the relationship over some misunderstanding that happened. There's something around misunderstanding or valuing the relationship and putting the hard work in. Like, if you had been friends forever, you would think that you had a strong enough friendship that if someone hurt your feelings or did something that was just like, really? What? You're doing this? You would think that they would put the work in because of the history that you've had to mend and repair. the relationship, right? So you're angry that either they didn't put in the work or you didn't put in the work. There's a sense where, this could be about you. They might be angry at you for just cutting them out and assuming the worst and not valuing the relationship over the conflict and not putting energy into repair. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you're thinking a lot about this relationship. It's something that you're stewing over that's happened. You or the other person is upset because someone didn't value the relationship enough to mend it. Let's see what the cards want to say about the outcome. A few more cards, please, to continue the message for Cancer. 8 of Wands in reverse. You're not talking to this person. 4 of Swords in reverse. And the Hanged Man. Okay. If you continue down this path of just not talking to this person, not communicating, and if you go down the path of not taking action, right? This is Four of Swords is like taking a time out, and I feel like you've been in a timeout with this person. So in reverse, it's about taking action. If you continue with this non-communication, continue with not taking action, you're doing it because you want to get to a new perspective. For some reason, you haven't healed yet. And so you're taking this time of quiet to come, this time of quiet during this, the last couple of weeks of February, beginning of March, to come to a new perspective. I sense that you are wanting to shift this. You're wanting to shift the relationship you have to this scenario. And you want to come to a new perspective about it. And you're tired of being gloomy or feeling bad about it, or you're tired of feeling disappointed about it. And you're trying to come to a new perspective. And I think that's what's wanting to come through, is this new perspective on this situation. Anything else, Spirit? I'm seeing you like, there's the part of you that's like, but they did something wrong, and you're just like banging the table about how there's a part of you that's continuing to have a temper tantrum over it. Okay. Resolution, outcome. 10 of Coins. Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Half Moon. Okay. So I'm going to clarify those cards. But first I want to figure out, is this the waning half moon or the waxing half moon? That's the first quarter. Okay, got it. Okay. So it seems like, let me read the first quarter. 7 days after the new moon, we see the first quarter. The balanced energy of the quarter moon brings our own energy into focus. This is a time of action, decision-making, and taking on challenges that allow us to grow. Copper is a good metal to keep near you during this time to help enhance your energy levels. Action, decision, and challenges. All right. So what I'm getting, I don't even need clarifiers. 10 of Pentacles. You are going to end up valuing what you had with this person, the history that you've built, how much the relationship meant to you, how much you've both invested in each other, right? And the loyalty. Got the dogs there. You're going to value that. It feels like a family relationship, Cancer. You're going to value that family loyalty piece. You're going to stop with the ruminating. You're going to come out of the self-flagellation, or I did it wrong, or they did it wrong. You're going to come out of the worry, and you're going to make a decision by 7 days after the new moon. You're going to make a decision about this scenario. This feels like, honestly, a monthly reading for you. It's not feeling like a 6-month reading. So if you guys want your 6-month reading, contact me, and I'll be happy to do one for you. Yeah, there's this thing about the disappointment has really gotten to you, and you're at the point where you've taken enough time that you're ready to come to a point of action. But first you have to come to this new perspective, gaining a new perspective over the situation. And then, once you get that perspective, and I can't tell you what that perspective is, it's going to be so different for each of you. You're ready for something new. You're ready to birth the new situation. Like, this was the old situation, and you're ready to birth a new situation. You're ready to get out and come out of this ruminating and play again. You're ready to be inspired by life again. And I think this cutoff, or this sad thing that happened with this relationship, has sort of you lost your inspiration for living. You lost a little bit of your inspiration when this thing happened, but now you're ready to get it back, and you're realizing that in order for it to be balanced again, for justice to prevail, for the scales to be balanced, you do have to come to a point where you're willing to engage the other person and put energy back into the relationship, and value the relationship and make the effort. Okay, so that being all said, let's take an oracle card for Cancer. Unicorns? No. Animals? Maybe. Goddesses? Maybe. Animals. Yeah. Animals. What animal card would like to come for the sign of Cancer? As an ally, as a spirit helper, as they assess their relationship to this situation. And you got the golden egg. It's beautiful. Let me read the card. I'm fine. I see this as a wonderful opportunity. There's the sacred geometry pattern inside the golden egg. It's a gift, right? And we talked about birth and how you want to birth something new. This is the potential for you and this other person to birth something new from the challenges of the past. Okay, I'm going to read it. Give me 1 second to find the page. Golden egg. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern-day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises, From deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been wanting to tell you and waiting to tell you. The golden egg in the fourth chakra. The subtle essence of the golden egg is nestled within the heart center at the fourth chakra. This chakra, called Anahata, is the home of the self or soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said that our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us. Anahata translates as the unstruck sound. That's a beautiful ally, Cancer, and it speaks to exactly what we were talking about, taking the time, being with all the things around this situation and listening for the answer for how you want to birth the new in. I wish you the best, and I hope that this passage is easy for you. If you need a private reading, please reach out. I'm happy to do one. And in the meantime, be well. Namaste. Take care.